Water is the basis of life, and only a tiny share of all the water on Earth is fresh and renewed by the water cycle.
If you took all the water in the world and put it into a gallon jug, less than 1 teaspoon would be available to us.
To be whatever I choose, and I'll sing the blues if I want. I'm free to say whatever
We're overusing it. We're over-tapping rivers, and we're over-pumping groundwater.
We live at a time in history where over 1 billion people don't have access to safe drinking water, and over 3 billion people have no access to sanitation.
How long's it gonna be?
Water is a global issue, but it's also a very local issue. We forget that we live on a hydrosphere and that all of our water resources are connected. Water that runs into Ganges could also end up in the Hudson, or could fall over the plains of Africa, or could make a cup of tea in the Queen's Palace.
To support the average American lifestyle today takes about twice the global average.
The Great American Lawn is a great example of one of the myriad of ways that we take water for granted. We can't continue to flaunt our water.
Agriculture is something that we really need to give thought to.
70% of all the water we extract from rivers, lakes, and aquifers goes to irrigated agriculture. To some extent, we're using some of tomorrow's water to meet today's food demands.
Large number of people I talk to, when they learn that the Colorado, the mighty force of nature, no longer reaches the sea, there's a look of shock in most people's faces. That the Delta literally runs dry.
We are using and abusing our water resources in ways that are completely unsustainable. And unless we think about it that way, and we start taking action at an individual level, then I don't really see how we'll be able to overcome so many of the issues that we're going to be faced with in the next 50 years. And this is our time in history to do something about it.
First of all, stop running taps. You turn on a tap. Up to 5 liters of water flows through every minute. In many cases, much of this running water isn't doing anything and it's wasted. The little things that count, small changes to the way we do things around the house can help save water and money. For example, putting a bucket in the shower when you're waiting for the hot water may be helpful because later you can use it for the plants. Also, there are other things that you can do. Old or damaged plumbing can cause water wastage. Here are some things you can do about equipment and appliances in your house. Put rocks inside your bathroom's deposit. With this, you're helping to using less water and your bathroom will continue using equally as if there were no rocks. Washing your teeth, you may use a glass of water instead of leaving the tap open. Always do more. There are water-saving devices. There are specialized devices that will help you with this duty. You can see water saving in every place. Toilets and urinals, for example, account for about 1/3 of all water consumed. No flush toilets are an option. These are just little things, but remember that water is a renewable, limited resource. That was pretty much what we had to say. So remember, take care of water. Be back.